So it always makes more editing, but I'm down to do it if you guys are, because
Yeah,
I
that's what I
think
was saying. That's what I was
I,
gonna say because it
I
makes
like the
editing hard.
banter. Yeah, no, that's okay though. If I know like the first whatever, I'm just gonna start hitting record. I'm gonna give you a heads up, and then if even if you guys say something, you're like, you know what, let's clip that part. Let me
Yeah,
know, and then I'll
exactly,
cut it out. You
exactly.
know
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
the crazy
Yeah,
shit you say, so it can be clipped
yeah, yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I was
Okay,
I was
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh,
I was talking to Jason about the podcast, and he was like, "So who's the new guy?" And I was like, I said that's Fee. That's we played with him in college and stuff." I was like, "All right, he seems pretty cool." I said Fee would fit in with us. Fee would be
yeah.
fine. we're a little wild, but I told him I said Fee would fit in with us, and he's like, "Okay, okay."
Yeah, that's what's up, man. No, but this story, I figured out the loophole. So, a lot of international kids want to come to America because, one, their playing careers are not going so well wherever they are, but they figured the pipeline is come over here, go to college, you can make it to the MLS if you're good enough, or whatever. They have a lot of leagues now, USL, all these
Hmm.
other things. People are paying big money to these quote unquote agencies that funnel them through college coaches. So there's a whole
Really?
pipeline. Yeah,
Hmm.
there's a whole pipeline of college coaches that these agencies feed players to. That's why schools like always have all these European kids. Because there's a portal that he can go on and say, I'm looking for right back, left back, this type of player, this I want this type of, and these people are paying these agencies to be put on these portals. And then
Hmm.
where the money comes in is the coaches here also have their contracts with these agencies.
Hmm.
You bring me this type of player, they're paying you this much to bring them out here. I don't know how they sort it out. Coaches get sorted out because you're gonna eventually you're gonna give their kid a scholarship to
Yeah,
come. On the back end, they'll give you something to be able to give that scholarship to that kid. If you might be giving him 20K a year, they'll give you 5K. Later on, scholarship money
Hmm.
comes in, you give him 20K. Somehow, bro, it's a whole cycle.
Gets where it needs to be at. Huh?
say, is that a website? Because I would love to just be able to be a part of that website. Be like, hey, what's a good right back? Like, let's take
No,
a
it's
look.
a there's a whole portal. There's a whole portal where you could go. I forget. I could find out, but there's a whole portal where you could go and you could say, I need this. And these agencies, they have everything. And you could say, I want someone that's never played pro, someone that's because if you're NAIA you can play pro and still play
Hmm.
NAIA. So you could
Oh,
say, okay, I'm an NAIA school, so I don't care if they've played pro. I just want them to be between 18 and 20, this age,
Hmm.
this left foot, right foot, um, this type of kid. I need their ACT, SAT score to be this. Then they send videos. You
that's
watch, you're like,
crazy.
okay, I want that, I want that. Okay. And then if you see a kid that's super talented, you go, oh, I'm willing to give him a full ride. And
Hmm.
he's telling his agency, oh, I'm willing to pay 5,000 to go to America. They work it
That
out.
So
The guy works it out.
that's crazy. It's
Bro,
like Football Manager, dog. Like,
yeah, that pipeline is there. So like you see a lot of teams and it's like all Europeans or
hmm.
all really grown adults. It's not like that's another thing. That's what I've been like. I feel like that's what he struggles, right? Who has literally all the American kids from Westerville and Reynoldsburg,
Hmm.
yeah,
they're legit 18-year-olds going
Right.
against someone that played League One in the UK. He's 22 or 21.
that's crazy.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's like it's the competition is tough, but they also want to play. But when I went
Can
there
we?
and I was coaching, I'm
Can
like, these kids are
say? Do they have a portal for high school kids?
I don't know. They probably do,
Recruit high school kids.
right?
Yeah, they kind of do because there's a team that we've played in the playoffs twice, and they're all the way up by the lake. I forget what the high school is called, but it's up here in Cleveland. Every year, second week of playoffs, the boys team especially because we played the girls team and we beat them twice.
Yeah.
The one year they only had two kids, but the boys team or the coaches were telling us every year that they've played them, the entire team are kids from Barcelona. So
Hmm.
they have a sister school in Barcelona, and they can't come over until 2 weeks into the playoffs. So the team is awful.
Mm-hmm.
They said they played them during the season. Team is awful, but they make it into the playoffs. They get past the first round, all these Barcelona kids come in. They take all the American kids out. They play the Barcelona kids. They've won state like 3 times.
All
Yeah.
the La Masia rejects. Like,
I'm like, is that legal? That's
No,
crazy.
but so in basketball, that's the thing. I didn't realize. So there's so much I didn't realize when we were playing. In basketball, these kids would move to the schools, the top basketball schools. If you listen to NBA players tell their stories, a lot of them will say, "Oh yeah, we moved from California to New York to go play at this school because I heard the top 3 players were at this school," or "I moved to California because," and a lot of them do this. So when you identify someone that's good enough at an early age, you have to you have to talk to the parents and be like, "Hey, are you willing to make this investment?" Because most of the time, that's all it takes. All you need to do is get on that one program in high school, and you're not going to ODU anymore. You're going to Louisville. Next thing you know what I mean?
Yeah,
right.
All
Yeah.
it takes is that 1 year at that one solid program, and then you're getting looks that you would never get. So
like going and playing an IMG instead of
exactly.
St. Ignatius.
Exactly. So it's interesting. It's interesting. There's a lot that we didn't know when we were growing up, but
Yeah.
once I started coaching, I started seeing this stuff. I'm like, oh man, this is interesting.
New Mexico just got rid of their rule where you have to sit out for a year if you transfer. So there's all kinds of athletes moving around and stuff, just throughout the whole
wish they
state.
do
You know
that
what I
in
mean?
Ohio.
Yeah, you have a
Does Ohio
one-time.
still do that?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, okay.
And unless so the rule is if you switch schools, so say if we don't live in the district that Kiara goes to, so like our kids go to the school that we graduated from. We'll just put the words out there.
Yeah.
We technically live in district, which is a different school district, obviously. But if say we wanted her to go and be on a team that might be better than us at once she gets into high school, and we want her to go to, which is right next to us, she'd have to sit out a whole year.
That's crazy.
Unless we moved into the school district, so we'd have to buy a house, move into the school district. Now, certain schools have gotten around it with the basketball.
Yeah.
Galen, Highland, they're a big basketball school.
Mm-hmm.
Some kid was going to another school right next to it, big rivals. Next thing you know, his mom got a real nice job over in Highland School District, which is like 5 minutes down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Bought a house that the coach just happened to own, and
Dang.
he went to the other school and they won state. So, like...
They won state? No, I did not know the politicking that was taking place when we were playing. Because when I was... This is just my story. When I was playing, right, I went to Reynoldsburg. My school was good. Good, right?
I was about to say.
But the best schools in Columbus were like Hilliard, Westerville South, North. Those type of schools got different looks. Those kids got to go to like Ohio State and stuff, even though I scored more goals than them. Right?
Say, Hilliard had a contract with Adidas. They got all the Adidas shit for free.
Those kids were working on high school, and
our cousin went to Hilliard.
See, no, those kids had.
Forgot about
Then he got in trouble and had to go somewhere else.
No,
I don't know. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, those kids had different things that I wasn't even aware of. Like those kids were like legit in the gym, doing weight training, strength training, all this stuff that I didn't know about until I was in college.
No, exactly. That's what I tell colleagues all the time. I'm like, I wish I knew the things that I'm telling you, like get in the gym, do these things.
Protein shakes, all these stuff. People actually worked out in the summertime before the season started.
Yeah. Right.
I would come
not just rolling up.
And be like, I got to run a mile? All right, let's figure this out.
See, that's funny because we never worked out, but we played club nonstop. We were on 3 different teams. We were on Canton United, Cleveland United, Casa, and then they had us on the Boca Juniors team.
Yeah.
And so, like, we okay.
Or like one team folds and the another system, and it was chaos.
So we'd have practice Monday, Wednesday, Friday with one team, Thursday with the other, and then we would have like 2 or 3 games Saturday, and depending on how we do, we'd have 2 games Sunday or whatever. Not even think about it.
Yeah.
Dog, I played one game on Sunday now. I feel like I'm gonna die the whole week.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
That's
Life changes
insane.
quick, comes at you fast.
Oh,
I was walking around
Um,
camp just watching the coaches do their thing, and I'm like,
I got
where'd this
tired.
back pain come from?
oh
Nah,
yeah, man. But there's a lot. We could talk about this forever because it's like
yeah. No, it's
there's a
funny you
lot I
said
wish
that
I
about
knew.
about the like the players from abroad that are coming in as like 24-year-olds and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I just listened to a conversation with like Tony Miola and Jimmy Conrad, all those dudes. They were talking about it, and he made that comment. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So,
Yeah.
um, just his criticism was basically like we're not getting like we have ECNL, you got MLS
Yeah.
next, and the next pro, and all these things, and then so basically their his criticism was that the college players aren't developing at this point the way they used to.
hmm
Um, like
hmm
because they're getting sucked into these other things, which you could argue maybe that's a good thing that they're at an academy for the crew or whatever,
Yeah.
I said that he needs to back off on that because we ain't never ever ever have a U.S. team look this good ever. So
Yeah.
he can
Mm,
relax on the college system, the college way of going from college to getting drafted and all that in the U.S. is broken. And I think they're finally starting to see it. Did you see that Arsene Wenger? They're like talking to Arsene Wenger, try and help
mm-hmm,
them figure out a way to change the club system, and instead of it being pay to play,
hmm
to
mm-hmm,
make it like drastically more
Open to
mm-hmm,
the people.
affordable is what they're using.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they got, they got wrecked by a lot of people here when they came over to the world for the World Cup. A lot of like the high people in FIFA, and
Yeah.
they were like, "You're making people pay how much to
Yeah.
play?"
No, it's a lot.
They're like, "No wonder." Like I've always said, football is, and it's going to sound bad the way I say it. It's a poor people's sport.
No, it is.
You know what I'm saying? The greatest players in all of history
Yeah.
didn't grow up incredibly rich. Messi, Ronaldo, Pelé, Ronaldinho, Maradona, like they grew up playing in the streets in favelas and shit like that. Like that's where you learn. And
No,
and
it
and
is.
we're missing on so much talent in the US because it's so expensive to play. Nayeli got the Justin Diaz scholarship to play in club, and that's how she got going to college because it's like and talking to Joe's like, if the player's good, don't worry about how much it costs. We'll figure something out.
Mhm.
mm-hmm,
Like, and that's what
That's
I like about Joe.
that's
But it's
that's
like,
that's the only way I was able to play, honestly, because my
mm-hmm.
parents
yeah,
weren't paying for me to play. So
yeah.
Right.
I
I'm
came. So
lucky.
I
I'm
grew up.
lucky. I'm lucky. My
You
little brother was as good as he was.
yeah. I You guys remember World Trap? I don't know if you've heard of World Trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
Used to play on the crew.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I grew up with World Trap. Like
Okay.
I grew up in World Trap's house.
Oh,
That's
really?
So when
crazy.
I came from Africa, my first club experience, I'm thinking U11, U12 was
Mm.
with World Trap's dad.
Hmm.
And there was a team in Columbus at the time. It was called CISA. And I played on this team. I came, someone, I don't know, my dad knew somebody and they took me there and I just played one practice session with them. And this guy saw me and he's like, "You're coming with me." And
Mm-hmm.
every day I would just play with them and he took me to this team. Um, and this like so Will Trapp is maybe 4 or 5 years younger than me. His older brother is my age, Christian. So
Mm-hmm.
me and Christian were tight, but Will Trapp was the younger one. He was learning, but you could still see how brilliant he was, even at that age.
Yeah,
He was like 4 or 5 years
smart.
younger, and he would play with us, and he was better than half my team. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so I used to play with them, and his dad used to be like, "Oh yeah, you could just come play," and they never made me pay because my
Mm-hmm.
parents weren't paying. Well, Trapp's dad would just come pick me up and take me everywhere. All the tournaments, we played in all the tournaments everywhere, all over Ohio, all over the country. Didn't pay for
Mm-hmm.
anything. Didn't pay club fees. I couldn't. My parents weren't pay, like, pay to play what? An African dad? My
Yeah,
dad's struggling to take care of all of us.
yeah.
So that's really how it has to be. When you identify somebody
Mm-hmm.
that's good enough to play, you have to find a way to get them in the team, and they'll make you buy jerseys or whatnot. But that's about it, and then you can play. You can't say everyone has to pay to play, or you're going to lose half the pipeline. Because, bro, who's going to be able to afford that?
Right.
They got to make it a more European style. They got to make it so that way these teams can move through the USL and move up if they need to. Because that way you can get these kids to sign the contracts, and they want to, if they're good and that bigger club wants to buy them, let's try to make that move up. That's how the clubs make the money. And that's where it's like, okay, now we got to scout talent.
Yeah,
You're saying even at
like
the younger ages. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean that's how it is in that's how it is in Europe.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how these clubs make the money.
Yeah.
You get the players, you develop them, and you get money for them. And then
it's an investment at the end of the day. It's an investment.
Yeah.
You're like, and especially like in Africa, in Ghana, for instance, the way I'm seeing it done right now, it's like the transfer fee is how we're using to run these clubs, right? So we're finding these kids and we're investing all we can into them. Eventually, we're hoping that the pipeline for Ghana right now is the Netherlands, Denmark. You can get $1 million contract on one of your star players. They go over there, and that could take care of their academy for 4 or 5 years till we find the next big thing, right? So even if you did that in America, you'd be able to run these programs that way, right? But you can't want everybody to pay off the bat because you're gonna just lose half the pipeline. Right now, the way the thing is, and America is just so money intensive that even the way I'm talking about my story, 4 or 5 years after I was in the system, I couldn't afford to even be paying the little that they were telling me to pay, which was just uniforms and every once in a while my parents have to come to a game and get a hotel, and after we're going home, I can't keep paying for this. So it's like So people get left behind all the time, and that's the problem because it's like people are talented, they can play, but.
And those are hungry players too. You know what I mean? Like you listen to these, like even man, bro, that's to me. Lamine Yamal. But hearing him talk about him growing up and stuff, and like, I don't know, like those are the players who want to provide.
No, it's like his story is crazy. It's like, bro, his dad, that dude is my age. Like had a kid at like 17, 18. There's no way they had enough funds to be able to produce something like that. But no, somebody had to see the talent and say, oh no, we're taking him, come play. And ever since then, he's just been playing without knowing that it's an investment and it could pay off down the line. But if you think money now, we gotta, bro, my son's team is like $1,500 to play for 8-year-olds.
Dang.
Then I gotta buy jerseys. I gotta come to hotels. We gotta go. We travel. It's like, and they don't even know if they want to play yet. They don't even want to play.
So my daughter's just getting into it, and I was like, all right, you can play on the rec league for the school, and because that's where her friends are. It's like she's young. Let's keep it fun for now. And that's that doesn't cost you. You pay for a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll do that. First time playing, me being who I am, I sat there and I was like, God damn it, we got a long way to go. But my wife told me, she's like, don't ruin this because I know how competitive you are. Just leave her alone. And I'm like, okay, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
So we see it, and I'm like, I don't like these coaches because it's always someone's parent, and that drives me nuts. It's like, all right, let's get her somewhere where she actually gets some real coaching and see what we do. One summer up at club, and you can kind of see the wheels turning now. She understands. She's starting to understand. And what I love is that she's a really smart kid.
Yeah.
She's a brilliant little kid, and that really helps. But I was sitting there and I was thinking about it because they don't have quite a team for her age yet for the girls' side. They do for the boys, but they don't quite have enough for the girls. So they're trying to get enough. So they're like, hey, if we make a team, will she be on it? Like, yep, we're in. And then I saw how much it was going to be. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
What are they charging now?
25.
That's insane.
And I was like, hey, I know you must be playing right now.
Wait, how old?
8.
Yeah. No, it's rough.
I'm about to move to Texas just to save money on pump fees, dog.
No, this
Like,
and no, this so there's different levels, right? This
hmm?
this is like what I'm talking about is we just now exited the rec, and this is like
Yeah.
this is probably like first level club. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
really know how, but Texas is so crazy with the different levels. So
Right.
where I live, the I think the Texas Player of the Year lives in my district,
Oh, wow.
and there's like 4 or 5 high schools in this little area, and they all have like 30 kids on there. They all play club. Like it's like the Texas pipeline is crazy. Texas and sports is a different ballgame. Like they don't play with sports around here.
Yeah, especially not American football.
Bro, football stadiums are like 10 times ODU. I'm like,
Dude,
The high
their
school.
high schools. Some of their high school stadiums are better than most college stadiums, dude. It's
no,
crazy.
it's unreal. There's so many levels to it. I'm just trying to figure out what do I need to do because right now, like my son is just now getting interested, and I'm like you. I was watching it like maybe I need to be coaching these kids myself. This guy's never kicked the ball. I don't know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They go to practice and they don't do any drills. They
Drives
don't
me
do
nuts.
anything with the ball. They're
Drives me nuts,
running.
dude.
They're just like playing games. Red light,
Mm-hmm.
green light. I'm like, these are 8-year-olds. What are we doing?
Yeah. By
Get-
then, I was dribbling, trying to juggle.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
8-year-olds can't juggle the two. I'm like, what? This is. But I'm like, yeah, I know I can't. I don't want to do this right now. So let me just
Mm-hmm.
let this man do what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But one time, my son's team, one of the parents found out I used to play, and they saw me juggling or something, and they were like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you should help coach. Coach is gone for the weekend. I coached these kids for 2 sessions. And it was like, what happened to you? They were like, oh, they want you to coach every day now. Oh, coach is going to be out of town. Can you coach?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, my
You're
life
in.
is hectic with work.
Yeah.
I am busy. I can't add coaching to
Mm-hmm.
my thing right now, especially not
Yeah.
with young kids, because it's a lot that goes into young kids. You have to have
yeah.
the time, the
Mm-hmm.
patience to be able to deal with younger kids, because you're teaching fundamentals
Mm-hmm.
at this point.
Hmm.
And that is like the big part. Fundamentals can't be rushed. These people do 30-minute, 40-minute practices and trying to teach fundamentals. I'm like, half the time you're telling them to stop. Hey, they're not even
Right.
practicing touching the
Keep your
ball.
hands to yourself. You know.
Keep your hands to
Dude, so
yourself. 30 minutes
so
goes to that.
so her first session as playing on the rec team, it was just like hour-long practices, and it was just a joke. There were no drills, nothing. Just like I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can't. I would sit in my car. It'd piss me off.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit there and watch her practices. We took her for that first practice. She was used to running around, not paying attention. Joe was running the practice, and he goes, "All right." He goes, "If you talk while I talk, you're doing push-ups." And she didn't
Mm-hmm.
believe him, and he was trying to explain a drill. And she started talking. He goes, "All right, everybody," and it was like 30 kids. Everybody get down, do 5 push-ups. These are like 7-year-olds, and
Yeah.
they're like,
Mm-hmm.
"What?" He's like, "I ain't playing. Get down and do push-ups."
That's my
They did
biggest pet
push-ups.
peeve, man.
They did push-ups, and they got up, and Kiara looked over at me, and I just looked at her like, "Hey, shut your mouth. I told you, this is different."
Uh,
Joe is doing drills, and this is what drives me nuts. People are like, "Oh, they're just kids. You got to take it easy on them." Joe is doing drills more complicated with these 7 and 8-year-olds than we can do with most of our high school kids.
Yeah.
And I took some of those drills and we ran them at one of our practices, and they were having a hard time. I said, "I want y'all to understand," and I showed them the video. I had a video on my phone. I said, "I videoed this drill so we would know how to do it." I said, "These are 7 and 8-year-olds doing this drill, and they're doing it flawlessly."
Mm-hmm.
And these high school kids were like, "How are they?" I said, "Because they're paying attention
Yes.
and they're just doing the fundamentals." At that age, that's all you got to do. It's like, look, we're good. And the first practice,
Mhm.
I told Joe, I was like, "Hey, take pity because she's not very, she's
Yeah.
having a hard time. We got a long way to go." And he goes, "Doesn't matter." He watched her for like 2 seconds, and luckily she's pretty quick.
No,
He's like, "Look, she's got some speed and brains. We can't teach that. We can teach foot skills." And I'm just like, you know what? Good point.
if you if you start them young enough, they'll pick it up. The hard
Yeah.
part is
Hmm.
just the beginning. The beginning is where it's hard. They have to figure out how to do it. But once you drill it enough, they do it. My son now plays on a all Mexican team. He's the only black kid. All Mexicans. They don't speak no English. A lick, like they don't one not a lick of English,
I'm
right?
gonna learn some
So
Spanish.
I'm
yeah.
like, hey, you about to be bilingual, boy. Let's go. But the amount that he has learned in the last 2 years compared to what he was doing with the club teams, the rec teams that he was on,
Hmm.
it's miles and miles ahead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he doesn't even understand what they're saying to him half the time, but
Hmm.
he's picking it up because it's football's universal. He sees the drills
Yeah.
happening and he does it. They're
Hmm.
doing it, they do it. But the environment breeds competition. Nobody wants to lose. Everybody's just like trying to improve. And that's just where I want my kid to be. Because we were
Hmm.
around a group where it was like, oh, if we lose, all right, it's cool. If
Hey, good
somebody,
job, guys.
yeah,
Here's a
good
little
job, guys. If
snack.
somebody goofs off while we're doing the drill, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I went
Hmm.
around this new set of guys, and it's like he has them running. They're doing sprints if they're not listening. They come to games, they don't give their best. Next week, they're talking about it. So he did that for like a year and a half, 2 years, and he's learned a lot.
Good.
But the language barrier is still a problem now. So I'm like, okay, maybe now I need to get you to where you can be coached and you can have conversations with your coach.
Hmm.
But what he has
We'll do some
learned in the
Spanish
2 years,
lessons.
it's been amazing.
Hmm.
Get him on the podcast. We'll teach him some Spanish.
We get to go there. You know, yeah,
I'll
man.
teach him how to cuss at all the Spanish kids. See what they do.
All right.
Oh,
Here's a
really?
question. So, this kind of along the lines of the pipelines and soccer and American stuff. I know a player. He's out here, super gifted, super talented on the ball, like very very smooth. Right. He had some college experience,
Okay.
but currently is not playing at a school for different reasons. Is the next steps for a guy like that? You know what I'm saying? Like he was up in another state playing semi pro for a little bit. Um, what advice would you have for a player like that? Like to get either back in the system or yeah.
I think so. In America, if you're here, you have to go to school. It's just hard to not do that.
Yeah.
That pipeline is so much easier to exploit than anything else.
Hmm.
You know, you have to go to school at least but the thing I'm seeing now is they don't have to go to school the whole time. We thought you had to go to school the whole time, and nowadays you don't have to do that. You go to school for 1 year, do good enough, transfer portal is there, and then you can get to a better
Hmm.
program, right?
Yeah.
But I think maybe the biggest problem right now is just you just have to find a way to get back into the system, get back onto some program. It
What
wasn't
division or
NCAA.
whatever? I don't believe so. But
Yeah, if
he
it
I mean
wasn't
he's a
NCAA,
guy.
then I believe he still has all those years of NCAA
I was
experience.
about to
Really?
say
Okay.
he could. So he was at a different state already. He could try. He could try even a different state. Like
Mm,
so I'd probably stay out of Cali. They got a lot of there. Like you know what I mean. That's gonna
mm,
be hard. Texas is gonna be difficult too. New Mexico is gonna be hard.
We can
yeah.
talk about that later because I feel like
Okay.
I know enough people um in Ohio, so I know a coach.
Hmm.
I know a few coaches in Ohio.
Okay.
I know a coach in Tennessee
Okay.
that
And
they would all be
mhm.
interested in
I was about to
players.
Yeah.
say. Let's say. I feel like players like that, if they would move more towards like the East
East Coast.
Coast,
Hmm.
like you hit Ohio, Kentucky, you know what I mean. That those kinds of colleges,
Yeah,
I feel like you could get onto a D2 school easily. I feel
Mm,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
and that's where you get a bit of experience. You get someone to look at you, and then you go, you know what?
Hmm.
I'm out of
You
here.
can transfer to Illinois. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
see
So
a school like that.
when I went to when I was coaching up in the UP, I was coaching at
Hmm.
a school called Finlandia. It was Division 2. Great Division 2 school that nobody ever heard of, right?
Hmm.
And a lot of the kids that I got were from Southern California, San
Ooh, going from
Bernardino.
SoCal to UP.
Bro, they were like it was so crazy. It was just like every day I was talking them out of not leaving. Like Hey, you came here to play ball. And they were, you know what I'm saying? I was like their big bro. I had a lot of Mexican kids,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Latinos, El
Yeah.
Salvadorians, like a lot of them, right? Ballers, just absolute ballers. But their problem was grades, and they were really
Mm-hmm.
about that life. Like they're in the streets. So them
Right.
moving out of Cali to come out there to play was great for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to get them to stay there was hard. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of them stayed maybe 2 semesters and they were gone. So those 2 semesters, all I was doing was trying to convince them to stay. But
Mm-hmm.
along the same lines of what you were saying, they want that opportunity to be able to leave those environments where everybody's a baller. California is hard to break into any team out there, but
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing too. The same pipeline I was talking about where the foreigners want to come, they want
Mm-hmm.
to go to those areas, those nice areas too. So there's a lot of them there too.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, but the Midwest, colder areas, nobody wants to go out there to go play ball. It's a
Right.
lot. There's plenty of schools out there for them to go play. Good
That's a good
programs out
point.
there.
Yeah.
You give yourself a better opportunity to play to get on a good program if you
Mm-hmm.
take a look at some of those areas, those schools. So
Mm-hmm.
Ohio, Kentucky, Michigan, it's a lot of great schools out there that you could look at,
Mm-hmm.
right?
What
Okay.
what do they say in England? Yeah, but can they do it? Can they do it in Stoke on a
It's Stoke
cold
on a
winter?
cold rainy night.
Yeah,
Can
but
you
can
do
you do
it?
it in Nebraska in the winter?
Can you do it in Ashland?
Oh my God. Yeah.
You remember?
Ashland.
Bro, you remember?
Wow. Yeah. That's
Telling you,
Dang.
man.
crazy.
It's crazy. It's
I
crazy.
I absolutely love it. Ashland's like 10 minutes from my house, right that way.
Was
Like,
it? That's funny. I
All
know somebody
right.
that coaches there. Don't they have a good program? Decent
they
program?
have a decent program now. They do well,
Yeah.
and they invest heavily in the youth program in the area.
Mm.
So like they have a really good youth team out there, and they just scout locally and they do well. They also get international. They have a couple of British kids, I believe.
Yeah.
Like they did. Ashland's just getting to be a big enough college. They won NCAA in the women in the Division III in the women's college basketball. So like,
Mm.
and their football team is getting to be a little bit bigger. So that
Getting the attention.
they're presenting this project to these kids and saying, look, this school is getting bigger.
Yeah.
Like you can be a part of this school growing, and it's working for them. So
That's awesome.
Mm.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, Galen, we could talk about this later because I think I might be able to
Okay.
point him to some places.
send them
That'd
to
be
Ashland,
awesome.
dog. I'll help them out.
Dude,
Yeah. No, honestly, that's a lot.
these brothers are good. And there's more context too that we can talk about outside of the podcast,
Yeah.
but yeah, for sure.
Walsh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We've got so many
True.
connections to Walsh for through the club. Like
Yeah.
the women's club team is the women's head coach for Walsh is associated with Canton Force. So like
Mm-hmm.
Walsh is a D2 school now. So there's schools I guarantee you that would be excited for a player like.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get
let's
to
get
it.
going. Let's get going, guys.
All right.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to the all right, semifinal wrap up here. England, Argentina, or Spain,
you want to
France?
just get into you just want to get into England Argentina right off the rip? No, let's do England Argentina first.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right, all right.
Let's go.
Gotta give him credit. Gotta give him credit. I will say, and you're gonna get people are gonna get mad at me for saying it. I don't think Argentina did anything to win the game, and let me explain. I think Thomas Tuchel lost that game.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because Argentina had made substitutions, they had made some tweaks, some tactical tweaks, and they still weren't working. I think when England was pushing, they just didn't really have an answer. And now there was still a lot of time. There was still a lot of time, and it's Argentina. You can never count them out, obviously.
Yeah.
But the moment I saw Big Dan Burns' dumbass standing at the sideline ready to come on, I was like,
Yeah.
"That's that guy." Well, that was the game. I almost texted y'all then and was like, "He's really gonna sit back
No, because
for
that
30 minutes against Argentina."
That
And I
whole
was
game
like,
just didn't make sense because he looked
Yeah.
like he was going to go a different direction. It was Rashford first.
Yeah.
Rashford looked like he was getting ready to come on, and then he decided against it and
and feet,
decided I'm going to go sit on it.
no controversy.
Again,
Just bad coaching.
again, you know? Yeah, no, that whole thing just, I just think they played amazing. Like, I was watching the game, like, okay, yeah, England is actually holding their own. They're
Yeah.
playing the way you would expect an English team with such top level players to play, right? And I always feel like I don't know why a team like England's caliber cannot come to these tournaments and be, you all right, you there? You know,
Yeah, I'm
I
good.
don't see why I don't see why England would come to that a tournament like this and not be regarded as one of the favorites. Just like, you
Yeah.
know, Spain, France, they have the same type of players, right? But every time they come to something like this, nobody expects them to go far.
Hmm.
So to watch that game, the way they were handling Argentina, they were playing like we're not scared. From the beginning, they were
Yeah.
pressing Argentina. So I was like, yes,
Hmm.
this is great. Because if you press, then it's like you can create something too. But as soon as he changed the tactic, I knew it was a wrap because there's no way you're going to be able to withhold Argentina with for 30 minutes.
No.
It's
No.
just
Just
crazy.
cross after cross, like yeah.
Cross it, and
Hmm.
McAllister's getting in. Okay.
Hmm.
How you let a 5'8" midfielder, and they say he's 5'10", but if he's 5'10", okay.
Okay.
How you let a 5'8" midfielder out jump a 6'2" Dan Burn is absolutely insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, because no offense to any of those Argentinians, I don't think any of them are over 6 foot.
No, no, no.
Like, look at the size difference, and you're letting these guys get in between you. You know what I mean? Nobody's marking up. The defending is awful,
Hmm.
Hmm.
to be completely honest with you. It's just like I'm frustrated because it went from, and I'm sure Argentinian fans will disagree with me, but it went from being, oh, we might not get, because I said from the start I don't want to see France or Argentina in the final.
Hmm.
Give me something completely different. That's all I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't care who it was, but the moment I saw that side of the bracket, I went, every single one of those teams is melting in front of Argentina, and they did. Like they just, I said it like Argentinian English players see a 5'4" Argentinian running towards them and they fall apart. Like
No, like I didn't.
it's
They were doing
it's just
they were doing so well, man. Honestly, they were holding their own for so well.
Hmm.
But like one of the big things that I think people really didn't take note of was Messi's positioning.
Hmm.
So all tournament, he's been playing. He kind of likes. Well, his whole career, he likes to play through the middle, right?
Hmm.
yeah
But I knew the English after they scored one, playing through the middle is going to be nearly impossible,
Hmm.
right?
yeah.
Rice, they're not letting him go through that midfield anymore. If you
They took
watch the
Rice
game,
out and it
he
was
literally went back to the wings. I was like, he said, forget the
Hmm.
false nine, and he was the winger. And
Hmm.
that forces all of them to it's like your eyes have to be shifted that way, right?
Hmm.
mm-hmm.
So that is how McAllister is able to get in there and get to some of these. Because even the Dan Burns, whoever comes in, they're not really so focused in the middle anymore because the
Hmm.
GOAT is on the left side of the field
Hmm.
and all the attention just shifts over there,
Yeah.
right? But when that happens, how you stop that is don't let him put cross after cross after cross because you think Messi's not going to connect a few of those after a while.
Yeah,
Hmm.
someone step, man.
And
Cut it out, something. And you know what? I gotta give you credit. I gotta give you your flowers again. You called the Simeone.
no, I'm
Put
telling
the
you,
winger
because
out there, stretch him out a little bit.
if they
That's the
didn't, they would have
first
been
minutes
screwed.
he's played, right? At the World Cup. And they started him out there just to stretch things out. I saw it and I was like, oh,
No,
damn, he called it again.
no. So even with that, right? The English were so good at
Hmm.
neutralizing it. Even because Argentina's coach is also brilliant. He realized that yeah, we do need that depth because we can't play through the middle against England. They are just gonna be so good at sitting back, low block. It would be very difficult. So if we stretch them out with Simeone, maybe that creates those spaces for Messi to work, for the midfielders to come through there. But Simeone was not very effective. Messi was trying to tell him like, you need to be wider. He kept telling
Yeah.
him, you need to be wider,
Yep.
but that wasn't happening. That's why you saw Messi himself go out wide.
And
Then
and
I'll
and
do
and,
it
and,
myself.
Yeah,
you
I'll
know,
do it
say, and
myself.
And I'm glad that Simeone got exposed because I don't like Simeone. I don't think he's that good of a player.
No,
They put him out there anyways, and it didn't matter.
yeah,
But
no, I think Simeone is
the
good. It's
idea was
just
there.
his thing is not. He's not a technical player. He's here to work hard. He's here to press for you, right? But the thing is, if he like on Atletico, he's playing against a Barcelona. We're gonna keep the ball. He can press all day. They love that. England was
Okay.
not keeping the ball where you need someone to press.
Okay, he got a chance because Dad was his coach, and Dad gave him his chance. If his dad isn't Diego Simeone,
isn't he coaching Argentina in like a year or something?
I'm seeing that, man. Have you heard that?
No, you guys discussed it last time.
No, I've heard that.
Him and Pochettino both want that job.
Yeah, no, they said Simeone's been at a lot of games.
Yeah,
Simeone's
every
tired.
single one.
He's tired of being so involved with Atletico. I mean, why wouldn't you take that job? Because they have some players coming through that pipeline, and he can make things work. But I don't know if his style is going to be the type of football anybody wants to see. His style.
Well, you know what? If you want to make it to quarterfinals and semifinals every time and then lose to,
that's the style.
then that's the style you want. He'll be consistent. He'll be consistent. Yeah. He'll get to every semifinal and quarterfinal, but
on that note, go ahead, real quick. Yeah.
No, I want us to talk about Tuchel and his. I don't know if it's real, but they're saying he did some interview and said, "This is more than me making a tactical decision that didn't go well." Everyone is saying that I made a decision that didn't go well and we went defensive. But he's saying it's more than that. Fundamentally, we're not built to keep the ball. Fundamentally, we're not built to be a possession style team, right?
You picked the damn players.
That's what I'm saying. You left Cole Palmer at home.
You left all the possession players at home.
So what are you saying?
Also, no, hang on. You had a possession player in Kobe Mainu. Because he can hang on. He is smooth. How did he not play any?
No, so
but like you picked the players like that.
No. Yeah, so he said that and I was like, that's a cop out.
Yeah,
That's a cop out. But I see where he's trying to go with that line of thinking. Right? He wants to be able to say, if you look at the style of play that we've been playing for so many years, we're not built to withstand pressure like that. So I'm like, are you going to be the guy that introduces that, or you're going to be like, that's not our thing, so we're just always gonna defend 5 in the back? Whose idea was it to go 5 in the back?
Here's another thing too. This is classic Thomas Tuchel though. He's never been able to go far enough in any of the tournaments in any time he's coached. He made it to the semifinal with Dortmund. Could never do it at PSG. He coached at
Chelsea.
Bayern too, didn't he?
I think he was at Chelsea, wasn't he?
Well, he coached at Chelsea as well, but did he coach at Bayern too, or am I?
I don't know. I don't remember if that happened.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember. I'm probably thinking wrong, but yeah, he could never ever get it done. And like those teams, all within 5 years of him being there, have made it there or have won it in PSG, and Chelsea won it right before he got there. And
exactly. No,
it's like
my whole thing was just like I just think that was such a stupid thing to say from a coach at that level, right? Because what about you know how many teams have played against Pep teams that are fundamentally meant to keep the ball? Their whole identity is we're going to keep the ball. Mourinho teams can sit back and figure out a way to not concede, right?
You know what?
If you're going to decide that I'm going to do 5 in the back and I'm going to try to defend the lead, you do it, defend your lead, and then come and say, look, I did it. Don't do it and then come and say, oh, I did it and I messed up, but we're not meant to. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah. But the only thing I will say is Tuchel doesn't have a Cambiaso to shadow Messi around like Mourinho did.
True. But
no, it's just I was sitting there, and the moment I saw him make his subs, I was like, that's game. Like, you don't even got to watch the rest of it. You don't even got to watch the game on Sunday. You already know who's gonna win.
I also,
It's not even.
I also think the English boys put themselves under a lot of pressure. And not
Yeah,
that they put themselves, they're just under a lot of pressure
yeah.
because I think even them, they didn't have the belief that they could do it. They didn't have the belief that they could hold on. Because I feel like they started the game and they were in there. They were doing well, but they didn't feel like we belong. Okay, man, this is really happening. Because to be able to not, to be able to do it for 60 minutes and then the last 20 minutes or so, you decide as we're getting closer, maybe it's like the nerves kick in and you just like decide to sit further and further back
Hmm.
against that type of team is just mad. Because I think if you go for it and you keep playing and you're more offensive, that's they don't have enough chances to do what they did. Because if you're just
Do you?
gonna let them boom, 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 you
Hmm.
can't defend that all game.
But do you think if it was up to the players, they would have just kept doing that, or do you think they wanted to kind of lock it
Well,
down?
I say you saw the one point where I think it was Nico Riley had gotten the ball. He had won the ball off somebody, and he was pushing. He was pushing. He probably would have got the ball first. I mean, it was
Yeah.
close. It would have been a 50-50. But you see Tuchel just like, I mean, he's screaming and he's waving, get back, get back, get back. And
Mm.
Nico Riley like stopped and kind of starts jogging backwards, like okay, and
Yeah.
just got
Mm.
back into their own half. And I'm like, why are you telling him to stop? Like he's pushing, he's getting
He's
up
been
there,
up the
he's doing
field.
what
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
had done, and it's like, come
No,
on, man,
to
like
answer your question, Galen, I think it's a mentality thing. I posted a video yesterday that Fabregas was talking about this thing, and it's like
Mm.
as soon as even when you're on the field, as soon as you see that your coach has moved to a back five,
Hmm.
you immediately think, oh, it's time for us to defend.
Like he doesn't
You
believe,
don't think it's time for us to go up the field. If we're
Yeah.
bringing a fifth defender on, that
Hmm.
means you stay your ass back here and defend.
Right.
When you get the ball, you're not looking to push up the field. So even though the players want to do that, if
Hmm.
you look over at the coach and you're going up too far, it's like Simeone.
Hmm.
He's like, get back, get back.
yeah,
They-
yeah, yeah.
You want to do it, but you can't do it because mentally you've prepped yourself to defend.
Hmm.
Right, and
That
then you can't do that for 30 minutes against these world class players. The substitutions that Argentina made, it was just like, bro, they are coming for blood. Messi was on the field. They brought Alves and Martinez. When
no,
Martinez came on, I was like,
yeah,
oh, now how are they gonna play? So that allows Messi to really shift to the wings and
Hmm.
serve balls in all day, every day.
Hmm.
And
yeah.
that 5'8" guy that you're talking about, he's gonna get on the head. He's gonna get on.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It
Like
was a great
you
cross,
can't
though. Like,
if you're gonna let them cross the ball in like 30 damn times, someone's gonna get to it.
Yep.
If you're not gonna step out and you're just gonna let Enzo Fernandez shoot from 20 yards over and over and over. It's shooting practice. You're gonna hit one. Like,
hmm.
what are you like? Just press out. I don't know.
And
Doesn't
then
doesn't.
also, I just thought that was brilliant because they were like, oh yeah, let's keep Messi on his left foot. Don't let him. You saw O'Reilly and DJ. They're like, yeah,
There's
don't.
two of them there.
They were like, yeah, let's
Two.
keep him on his left foot. Keep him on his left foot. But he just cuts to his right, and there's just you just see the space open up. It's like the heavens opened up. It was like,
That's because
Yeah.
oh.
they
And
they
he
let it
turns it,
like they let
and the
him
way
go that.
Martinez was wide open after they brought on Dan Burns, I was just like, what is going on here?
There
Yeah.
were three English defenders on the front post, and Martinez is at the back post by himself.
That's crazy.
Mm.
What are we do? There's
This is
three of you.
Right after, yeah, I don't know. I think they were still in shock because after he hit the
Hmm.
post, it was just
Yeah,
like
it was right after it.
right
They
after. It
scored.
happened so fast.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah.
As
So,
Enzo hit that ball and I saw that ball moving, I was like, that's game. Like, you know what I mean? That's game.
He had a few
You ain't
long
coming
shots
back from that.
before that too. Like you could tell he was feeling
Yeah,
it. Like he was, and then all of a
yeah.
sudden, boom, there it is.
No, he had that one before that goalie tipped it over.
Mm-hmm.
That one, I was like, oh, I think he should have hit that better. Because
Mm.
Mhm.
they didn't step. They weren't stepping. They were so far deep that they
he
were.
had time.
He was literally 22 yards out, and the way he hit it, it was dead down the middle. And I was like, if he picks the corner and it's in the net,
Yeah,
2 minutes later
because
they let him have it again, and I was just
yeah,
like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what though, I am glad that the British didn't resort to blaming the younger players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
been quite a few people mad at Pickford
Wow.
because they call him T-Rex arms.
He had some great saves though, bro. Like in the game,
I
like
mean, he did, but they were all right
mhm.
at him. He's got little
Yeah.
ass arms, dog, and he should not be their starting goalkeeper. He should
Jeremy
just
said.
not be.
Jeremy said they call
I'm
him
trying
T
to
Rex
think.
arms.
I'm
This
trying to
is
think who
Jeremy's
else
burner.
played.
I'm dead serious. They call him T-Rex arms.
That's
He's
funny.
he's if look at him, he's got small ass arms, and that's why he plays for Everton. Has never played for a bigger club.
Everton fans are coming for you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's
Nothing
funny.
against Everton. Nothing against Everton.
But yeah, no. Overall, I just thought the English. I just thought they had more juice in them. They had something better to showcase to the world than this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
my buddies in my group chat, they're like, "Bro, you just don't respect these boys," and I'm like, "Bro, it's not that I don't respect them. In our lifetime, I don't. We go back. We're not going back to 1966. Whenever they won the cup.
Yeah,
In my lifetime, in our lifetime, when have you seen the English come to a tournament and be like, "Oh, this is an impressive English team"? You've seen everybody do it, man. You've seen the French do it. You've seen the Germans do it. You've seen Italy win it. France, Spain,
Brazil,
Brazil.
2002. We saw Brazil
Everybody's
do it.
doing this, and we're talking about every day is supposed to be the best league in the world. But
Right.
it's the best league in the world, not because of the British style of football. It's the foreigners coming in to make it the best league in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So if I
And
say I have a problem with them not showing me anything yet, I don't know what they've shown me for me to say they're among the best of the best.
The only time that they've ever been close to being considered like the favorite to win closely
Yeah.
was what? Not the last Euro, but the Euro before that, right?
How far they go?
Well, they made it to the final against Spain in the last Euro.
Oh, Euros or something.
The Euros.
So they made it to the final, and Spain just won because no one because Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal were on fire that tournament.
Yeah.
It's like you're not beating that team, man. You're not. You're just not.
Yeah, man.
But
so close.
It's not so
far
you.
away.
Mm-hmm.
So to pivot quickly to the other side, you think Nico Williams is going to be healthy?
I don't know what's
I
wrong
think
with
he's
Nico
hurt.
Williams. Something they. I think I feel really bad for that boy because, you know, how do you turn down Barcelona when they're right here at your door, ready to change the trajectory of your career? Because Lamine Yamal is pitching for you. He's basically gone to Laporte and said, "Bring this boy on the other side, and that frees me up to do whatever I want to do on the other side."
Yeah.
And they come to you and they open checkbook, come to the club, and you decide not to. And he had one of the worst seasons after that.
He got hurt.
And been hurt. So now I don't know what happens, right? Like, because I don't know who's coming to get you. You haven't done anything for this tournament where anybody's coming to get you.
Well, not only that, he's on so much money weekly.
Now, who else can afford
Like, who's going to pay for that?
I don't know.
Not even Bilbao wants to pay for that.
Yeah, I think they made a really terrible choice. I think his brother had something to do with that.
Yeah.
You know, people from the Basque countries, like, they don't want to leave that part of the country. They love that part of the country, and it's like you want to be I understand the idea. I want to be a one club man, but not for a club like Bilbao, bro. Like, go. You're 20 years old, whatever it is. Go somewhere and go play and come back.
Right.
Where
Got to
you-
pull the LeBron, right? Go.
Oh,
Everybody from Bilbao is about to freak out. No.
right. That's where you want to be a one club man? Oh my God. But yeah, I feel for Nico. I hope he's able to, get healthy again, have a good season because, obviously he's a top player, but
Because
for
I'm going to tell you right now, after that Euros and Barcelona had come knocking, I was sitting there, and as a Madrid fan, I was like, oh, please don't.
I wanted it to
He's
happen.
good. He is good.
Oh my, I
Like when
wanted to
he's
type it
on,
so bad. I was just like, oh, I just want a Ghanaian kid on there because
Mm.
you know he's
yeah,
Ghanaian. I'm
yeah,
like, please,
yeah.
please, just one Ghana kid on Barcelona, please, please, please. And then I
Fe-
told my kid and everything, we're about to get a Ghanaian on Barca,
Feels like only wearing Williams jerseys from
bro.
here
And
on out.
then he goes and says, I'm staying. What? You're staying where? You,
Hey,
Did you
hey,
order
you
your
know what?
football jersey?
Hey,
right?
hey, 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 for 650,000 a week.
I'll stay there too. Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't even mad at it. It's nice country. I'll chill.
It's unreal, man. Yeah, beautiful
So,
place to live.
well, what do you think about France with that? Just real quick before we move on to the final, like,
They got,
you just
they got, let's say
just
they
didn't
got
show up or
punked up.
what?
No, they got punked.
You think they got punked?
I think a little bit. They, you know what? The first thing is they showed up to that game expecting to just show up and win,
Yeah.
and Spain just went, "Nah, we're just gonna hang on to the ball," and
Yeah.
that's all they did. They played keep away for 30 minutes. All right, quick, let's score,
Yeah.
and keep away for another 30 minutes, and a quick, let's score, and then keep away for another 30 minutes, and that was that.
So, I'm biased, man. I always say I don't care what level. I always say the team with the most technically gifted midfielders always going to come up top.
Mm.
Even if they don't win, they're gonna have better chances to win. So that game, going into that game. Reason why I wasn't so sure if France comes and dominates the way they've been dominating is because one, you're about to play against a team that's just midfield. In the midfield, they're technically better than you. They're going to
Yeah,
shoot the
Mm-hmm.
ball a lot more than you. They're not going to allow you to have it the way you want to have it, right? For France to be able to really showcase what they're good at, they need space to run. And Mbappe has to be able to stretch his legs.
Mm.
You need to be, and they won't let you do that. You have to play in tight spaces all
Mm-hmm.
the time. You're going to have to play in 20-yard spaces and make things work. And they won't let you do that. So that's why I was worried, right? I just think they're a really gifted team, but when it comes to having to play a team like that, you're gonna suffer. Even like right now, I feel like Argentina's gonna suffer
Mm.
because Spain is better than them in the midfield. And I just think this is gonna be a much open game because Argentina's not gonna sit back.
Mm.
But the way Spain keeps the ball, I got Spain winning this.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm telling you, bro.
it's
Like
it's it's so set up for Argentina.
to win it.
Yeah,
Are you
it
talking
just
about
is.
set up for FIFA, or you talking about FIFA, or you're just
But
saying,
both,
For the
both.
Barcelona World
right?
Cup.
No, no.
Let
So
me
no.
hear.
What I think is yes, Spain is more technically gifted. Now, if Rodri plays like he did, because I gotta give Rodri flowers, he played a great game, man. He controlled that game. If Unless Rodri plays like he did, I think I have. If I'm Argentina, I'm doing what I did with Jude Bellingham, and I'm having Paredes foul everybody in the midfield like 5 times over.
Hmm.
Because you're not getting a card.
Yeah,
They're just not going to give you a card. And I think they're going to get real physical with it and try and bully them around a little bit. And I don't know if Spain is going to be up for it. Do you think they'll be up for a
no,
physical
no,
game
no,
like
no.
that?
I don't think Spain's not going to be up for a physicality game. They're never up for a physicality game. But I
Yeah,
just think, that they dropped Pedri for a reason. They
yeah,
dropped Pedri, and Ruiz provides a little bit more physicality that you need in these type of tournaments. So
that's fair.
Rodri plays the same way that he's going to play, controlled, right? And then Ruiz also offers that same controlled tempo that they want, but more physicality. So
Mm.
they can combat the physicality that way, but they still keep the ball a lot more. So unless Argentina's game, I have to wait to see how the game pans out. Unless the game pans out like this, where Argentina decides, oh, we're coming to play too. We know we're not playing England, so we don't need to stretch it, and they go back to the way they've been playing, and Messi actually drops back in the midfield. Unless Messi drops back in the midfield with all of the other three midfielders and it becomes 4 versus 3 in there, I don't see it happening. If
Okay.
Messi decides he stays out wide and allows it to be 3 versus 3 in the midfield, I think Spain eats them alive.
Really?
So I have to wait to see where Messi is playing on the field. That's the difference. Because it's all like the biggest thing that I always see is Argentina looks to play. They look to unbalance you by creating that overload. There's like one additional player that doesn't belong there. That's how they did England. They threw Simeone is on the right side. He's not doing it. Messi's like, well, I'm gonna go out there too. Now there's two of us there, and then it's like you as your team have to figure out what you do. So I don't know if Messi drops in the midfield to make it four, or he goes wide the way he's been doing. If he drops in the midfield to make it four, that means Lamine has to play more defense. It's going to be. I'm so excited to watch the tactical aspect of this game. Like what he has to do.
I'm gonna tell you what. Right now, I kind of hope Argentina comes out with Simeone on the right again, because I just want to see him and psychotic Marco Cucurella try and run at each other.
Right? That would be crazy.
Because those two have like absolute. I mean, they go at anybody with no abandon for themselves.
Yeah.
Like those two are gonna be fouling each other left and right. Like
I wonder. I wonder if Simeone plays. I don't know. I think he might.
if they're smart, no. I bet they go 4-4-2.
4-4-2, and then Messi drops in that midfield.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of how they kind of
They've been
got
playing?
there, you know what I mean?
yeah. But yeah, this is like from a Barca guy. Honestly, this is just like I am so torn. I am really so torn. I don't know who's going to win, but I've been telling my son like Messi's already won one. I don't even care if he wins.
Right.
I want Lamine to win. If Lamine wins this and he goes to Barcelona with this chip on his shoulder, my season is about to be lit. He's 19 years old and he wins the World Cup. I need Lamine to come back feeling like he's on top of the world.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Um,
I I just need the World Cup to be over, and I need them to just go ahead and put that 200 million up for Elise.
Don't do that.
For Elise, they bring Elise
Elise.
in.
Yeah, see, that's just crazy. That's the thing about Madrid. It's like, I was thinking Holland, and now he throws in Olise, and all of these are possibilities.
They are,
so
which is
unfair.
crazy.
It's just so unfair to be against Madrid, because it's like, Holland could happen, Olise could happen, Enzo Martinez could happen.
Hey, that's what happens when a club takes care of their finances, you know?
Wow, off the top rope, man. Just no mercy.
Wow. We'll be back, man. We'll be back.
I got your back here, man. Galen, that was cruel.
My bad. Hey, it's like a holiday for Christmas on Sunday, you know what I mean? We're going to be suffering. One quick note, we do have a Madrid player finally on the World Cup just because of the defender that we
Marco Correa, hey!
Hasn't played for us yet, but you know.
we might have another one if we get Rodri too.
Yeah. No, Cucurella also has to play an amazing game again. He was incredible against France. Cucurella I was a little nervous after I think he picked up a yellow, and I was like, he was so ready to go. I was like, don't pick up another one, just relax. But that type of energy is what he's going to need. He's going to have a game like that to be able to get them going, because he was incredible against France.
Did you see that he said if they win the World Cup, he's retiring from international?
Who? Isn't
Two
he like
players said
20-something?
that. Yeah, Cucurella said he's like, I won a Euros and a World Cup. You can't ask for.
He said he'll call the next day and retire from international. And then so did Martinez from Argentina, the goalkeeper. He said he'll retire if he wins another World Cup.
Well, he needs to retire anyway.
Which he's older, to be fair.
Like, the Argentinians, it makes sense. They're old. Like you've done it.
The whole team can retire.
The Spanish guys, young guys, they're just now starting, and they're like. But that's also how crazy the Spain run has been, right? Spain has won so much with the crop of players that have come through the last 10, 15 years. It's like they're kind of getting spoiled, man. They've won everything there is to win. That they got 20-something-year-olds wanting to retire because they're like, hey, I'm done. I'm done playing international football. Let me focus on my club.
How good has Pedro Porro been?
Huh?
How good has Pedro Porro been? Because when he's on Tottenham, it's just like, what's this guy doing?
No, it's what you're around, man. It's what you're around, man. Tottenham, he's not around that much quality.
I've been wanting them to buy Pedro Porro from Madrid for a while. He reminds me of Dani Carvajal. He kind of does.
True. Same type of player. Yeah. Same type of player. Hungry. He's fast. Run up and down.
He can play the ball in. He can defend really well.
Yeah.
I have two quick questions before we wrap it up here. So, one is, have you guys seen the thing going around about the Argentine players with the political sign or whatever, and how
Yeah.
people are saying, "Oh, he should get suspended because Spanish
Yeah,
players
they're
were
not going.
suspended." It's not going to
So yeah,
happen. But do
let me
you think?
speak to
What do you
that.
think about that? Yeah.
So so
Fair is
the
fair.
thing is,
Suspend the whole team,
the thing
all the
is,
stars.
I love Messi. I
Mhm.
love what they've done the last couple of years, but they make it very hard to back them up with the things that they
Mhm.
do. Right? There's so many reasons why people hate them because it's like you guys don't make it easy for people to like what you guys do on the field, right? There's so many videos out there where they're singing stuff where it's just like, why are you saying that? Like
Right.
super racist stuff, right? And
Yeah.
you say it, they let it go. And then you're like, all right, maybe let's just focus. Let's just leave it as football. And then I
Mhm.
see that recently, that one particularly, I wasn't aware that was even a thing that was happening. So I looked it up and I'm like, okay, so why do they keep politicizing everything? Why do you need to
Yeah.
do that at this football event after the game's
Mhm.
over? And
Mhm.
every time I see it, I keep thinking like, man, people are just looking for something to talk about. And then you look more into it and you're like,
Mhm.
damn it, why would you do it again? What's wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
They make it very hard to support them. And I told one of my friends the other day, he was just like, because everybody keeps sending me all these FIFA things with Argentina and all these things that Argentinian players have done, or like the things that they say that just you know could be somebody could say is racist, and sometimes
Mhm.
it's mad racist. But I'm like, why do y'all keep doing this? So they make it
Mhm.
very hard for you to defend them, right? But I try to like Vibes Cartel said the other day. I try to leave it to I like their football. I'm not
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
I like all the other stuff that they're doing.
Mhm.
You're separating the artist from.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I
You know what I
mean?
mean?
Because I'm not here to say none of the stuff that they're doing politically makes sense.
Mhm.
I don't know enough about any of that. I can't speak to any of that stuff,
Mhm.
right? The reason why I like them is because I like Messi because he's a baller.
Right.
I
Right.
don't
You
like.
like Messi because he's a Barcelona player. If he played for Madrid, you'd hate him.
I don't know if I would hate him because I still like Ronaldo. I still think Ronaldo's amazing.
Yeah.
I would never
Fair
sit
enough.
anywhere
Fair
and
enough.
say anything bad about Ronaldo. I would be mad.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
I loved Ronaldo
Mhm.
for like 10 years. Like
Yeah.
God,
I thought, you know what
he
I'm saying?
drove me nuts as a Madrid fan.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I've always said Ronaldo was amazing. So I don't know. I give people their flowers when they. I just feel like when it's time to step away, you got to step away so you don't get looked at like you're spoiling your legacy.
And that's why I have such a hard time. Like that's why I have such a hard time liking Messi.
Why is
You know
that?
what I mean? It's whenever he plays for Argentina, then it's just like you're on that bus with them singing those songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're there with them. You know damn well you're a part of it. Like it's all a part of that stuff, and it's like you said, they make it almost impossible to like them.
No, they do. They make
It
it very
makes it
hard.
really hard, and that's
And
why it's like, you know what, I'm done. Like I can't anymore. I just stopped defending him. Like
no, that last thing that because I had no idea that was happening, so I went and looked it up, and I was like, hold on. So with all of the stuff that people are saying about all of you, with everyone saying Argentina, everyone saying you guys get you know different treatment than everybody else, you still go out and do this after the and it's like they always want to make some kind of political statement.
Mm.
yeah,
Let's just play the game and go home. Like I said
get
earlier, I
Right.
just wanted no controversy. When you won
Mhm.
the game, don't go do nothing controversial.
Yeah.
They make it very, very, very hard. Especially like I start looking at the history behind a lot of this stuff, and I'm like, damn, man,
Mhm.
this is just hard to like, to even support this. I can't, you know. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I can't defend it. I don't ever defend it because I'm just like, at the end of the day, I want you to play good football and just leave it at that.
Mhm.
But if you don't do that and you make it, it's like you're setting yourself up.
Yeah.
can we just make it about the football, man? Like
Yeah, just leave
you
it
know what I
like
mean?
that.
You beat a rival, you beat a team and a country that you have a thing with, But at the end of the day, you're playing a game. Shake the dude's hand, clap to your fans, and go home. Like,
Also, I on the other hand too, I just think some people are just going way too far. I've seen people saying if you support Argentina, if you support any of this, you're MAGA and all this stuff. I'm like, what are you?
No,
It's
it's
not
too
that
much.
far.
It's too much.
Like, no, bro.
all I will say though is if you support Argentina and like,
People are talking about, oh, we see your character now, bro. We see how you feel.
I agree with him.
Oh my God. And I'm like, hey, bro.
Hey, I see the red hat down there.
No, you're taking
No, I'm
it
just
way too far. How are we equating this right now? That's a little. I'm like, hey, bro. I just love the fact that he can beg you real quick and get around
No,
you
yeah.
and put in top bins.
Right.
I don't know what he has in his heart or what he
Yeah.
feels in his heart,
I just want him
Like,
to make
what
your
are you
club
talking about,
suffer.
bro?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yo, but it's been tough.
Yeah.
No, because I saw some people people unfollowed me. People,
What?
I made that video.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, I made that video after the game, and I was just like, yo, so I just think they got beat. I don't want to hear about race tonight. I really don't want to hear about how this is racist or whatever.
Right.
On the field, you got beat. You made some terrible technical decisions, and you got beat. That's all it is. Can we not talk about the racism today and just talk about the football?
Right.
I got like 6 people unfollowed me. And I'm
Wow.
like, wow.
Wow.
It's
They've
serious
been
out
waiting
here. You
for a
guys are
reason.
strict out here. All I said was, let's talk about the football. Let's not make this a race thing today. And they said,
crazy.
nope, unfollowed, bye-bye.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, that's serious out here. God damn.
People
All right,
are
on a
strict,
quick-
man. Strict.
Quick positive note, then I'll let you guys go. I'm sorry. A lot of exciting news for international coaches. Zidane allegedly getting hired now. Who are the other
Klopp.
few? Klopp,
Klopp.
Pirlo,
Jurgen,
potentially
I'm excited
Pirlo
for
for
Klopp
who?
and Zidane.
for Italy, potentially.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I don't know. He tried the coaching thing already, didn't he?
I thought
Yeah,
it was
I don't know
gonna
about
be.
Guardiola.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's some exciting stuff. We might get some giants where they need to be at again. You know what I mean?
One of the big Ghanaian football influencers. Her name is Bernice, and she basically was appealing to the Ghana FA, like, hey, did you guys hear? Xavi says he wants to coach international football. Go get Xavi for Ghana.
Ooh, hey now.
I was so excited. I was like, go get him right now, because he was very broad in his basically his spiel.
That's
He was
awesome.
like, I want to coach in the World Cup, AFCON, Asian Cup. I want to play in one of those tournaments. I want to coach in one of those tournaments. And I was like,
AFCON?
AFCON, go get him, go get him.
Yeah.
He saw it too, and she was like, Ghana FA, please. Xavi says he wants to coach.
Hey, if he's interested, then that'd be awesome,
cool.
bro.
But
Yeah,
no, I'm excited about Zidane. I feel like that one's a no-brainer.
yeah.
Zidane needs to coach that team next. Also, I
It's
feel
my
like
goat right there.
you've won plenty World Champions Leagues. This is your time
Yeah.
to coach an international team. It's a much easier job. Go take this French team, and they still have so much potential, right? They could do
Yeah.
something.
I think Zidane should have been the coach this World Cup.
True.
Mhm.
But Deschamps
You know
has
what I mean?
been doing a lot for them. I don't know. I think they didn't want to kick him off just yet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
kind of earned the right to.
Yeah,
Live it out.
One last run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Jurgen Klopp thing. I'm not a big Germany fan. I like Jurgen Klopp. I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I think that Germany coach, he's not a bad coach, but they all have those
He is-
coaches. They have a different mentality. It's like Hansi Flick. Their style of coaching is so aggressive. It's so aggressive, and it's based on having a certain player profile. Like if you don't have that player profile within the team, it doesn't work. Nobody else can do the things that they be wanting to do. Because he's a good
Right.
coach. I like him, but it's just like, damn.
You like Julian Nagelsmann?
I do. I think I really do. I feel like it's the same thing with Hansi Flick. I wasn't so convinced. Their methods are a little extreme. It's like they're so rigid in their approach. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you do it my way or no other way. They just don't bend. They don't bend, and that's always their problem. Because I think in today's game, bro, like you get on the field 10 minutes in and you
Mm-hmm.
see that, oh, I'm being exploited over here. You got to be able to switch things up quickly. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
Germans, Hansi Flick did that high line half a season. We're getting smacked every game, and he's still high line. He is not changing his mind. And I'm like, bro, just have these boys step back 5 yards, and we're good.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, nope,
Nope.
we're not doing it. We press from the front. We press high. If you lose it, let him get behind us.
Mm-hmm.
That's how these German.
Somebody's gonna figure it out. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, yeah. I think he figured it out towards the end a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like I was saying, you need the right player profile to do those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more thing, Laporte for Spain. You guys heard he was
Oh,
offered to Barca?
really? I did not know
Yeah,
that.
You saw Kubasi and him.
yeah.
Watch
I
that.
don't.
They're
Yeah,
amazing.
say they're doing well right now for Spain, but like you said, it's who you're around.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, Nothing against Laporte. I don't think Laporte's got the legs to keep up with some of these quick players. I don't think Laporte has the legs to play the Hansi Flick style.
So,
I think it's going to be hard for him. That's all I'm going to say.
so one big thing about the Hansi Flick style that works for that he's looking for is they want a left-footed center back
Yeah,
because his style depends so heavily on a left-footed center back that can pass into the midfield.
Mm.
That's what Spain's doing now too. So with Kubasi on the right side, it works. And basically, they really don't want him for his legs. They want him for him to be able to pass out of the back,
Mm.
distribution.
distribute left-footed center back, all of these
Yeah,
passes, and that's what Laporte has been really good at, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if he's been forced to defend, then it's a problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
that's the only thing I'd be worried about. It's going to work for 90% of your games,
yeah,
but
Champions League it doesn't
when
work.
what's that?
Champions League it doesn't work.
That's what I was going to say. Champions League, he's going to have a hard time, I think.
Yeah.
But he's a good player, and the way they're making that system work right now is really good. I would just be worried about that high line with Hansi Flick. That's all I would say.
Yeah, no, we need more proper like we need him and you need a real center back that can, sometimes I'm like maybe you put Kunde back in the middle because he was a
Mm.
center back. I
Yeah,
don't know how
why?
he became a right back that we've ignored that he can play center back. That was his
And
real position. He was
he
on Sevilla dominating center back. We
he,
brought him,
he
we were
got
like, oh, you're black, you can run fast, play right back. Shit.
he got so screwed. He's playing right back for his country now too.
Right? He's right back for his country
Uh,
now. Like, what?
He-
He's like, I just got here, bro.
Joe Kunde sitting there going, "What the?"
all right. Final scores for Sunday before we wrap it up here.
Argentina, whatever you want. Spain won.
Whatever you. I think it's gonna be like 2-2, maybe PKs. You
Nah,
know.
I ain't even got to watch it. I know who's gonna.
Yeah, I don't care who wins, but I think Spain wins.
Spain takes it.
I got a league game right around the same time. I'm going to that. I ain't even gonna watch.
No week, no way.
You gotta watch it, man.
I'm hosting this weekend. I'm excited. I'm having
Are you really?
over.
You know what?
Oh,
My brothers are coming over. I guess I should probably stay, but
yeah, you should probably stay, buddy.
I'm
You should
like,
probably stay.
nah.
I was hoping I could get one of those. What I really wanted was to get one of those speed half and half jerseys, half Argentina, half. I would rock that if I could, because this one's
There
hard
you
for a
go.
Barca fan.
That's
I
funny.
can't choose, man. I really can't choose. But I want my Lamine. I want Lamine to get one. Baby
So
goat.
you don't gotta choose. You can bet money on Argentina, and if they win, great. Your goat gets another one, and you get some money. And if they lose, oh well. Lamine Yamal
Lamine
got
got
it.
his
So it
trophy.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If
All right,
Lamine, I
guys.
want Lamine to win because I'm just excited to see what his dad posts. His dad is my favorite follow on Instagram right now. I'm like, yo, he's living his best life. 38, 37 years old. His son is one of the best players in the world. What else can you ask for?
There you go.
I'm
I
about
was
to go check out
thinking,
his account.
oh, you gotta check out his account. His dad is so fun. I love his dad's account. I was wondering why his dad didn't come to America because I'm like, his mom is here having a great time and at all the games, and he's not here.
Hmm.
But I think he has some arrest things where he was growing up.
Uh,
So I'm thinking they
gotcha.
probably bounced him that way because I'm like, why isn't he here? But
Hey,
go
if your
check
kid
out
makes it
his,
to the World Cup, you
right?
you make an exception. You know what I mean? Like,
Right? No, man. They were not trying
that's
to let
crazy.
Thomas Partey, our best player, go to Canada because of some,
That's
some stuff.
crazy.
So it really depends
Yeah.
what now they're very strict with the stuff now. And
Hmm.
I'm not saying Thomas Partey is not warranted. He's done some wild stuff, but
Oh, okay. For him, I don't have context, but
Hey, there's a reason his last name is Thomas Partey.
uh,
wild boy.
Yeah.
all right, guys. Sorry to keep you
Yeah.
so long.
It's
Appreciate you
been real.
guys.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
midnight here. I'm going to bed.
All right, we'll see the recap after the final, and I'll get this up on YouTube and Spotify and stuff. So
And
appreciate you guys.
get the clips. Get the clips.
Okay, yeah, I'll get the. I'll probably work on that tonight. Yeah.
Yep. All right, man.
All right, guys. See you guys.
Peace, guys.
Yep.